Hello? Is this thing on? Dude?
I mean, do you want like a real answer to that?
I was hoping so. I mean, I could talk to myself, but it wouldn't make for a very entertaining show.
Maybe it would.
What's going on?
Nothing.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Really?
Really? I'm sitting here talking to you. That's all that's going on right now.
What's going on, friends? What's up, gamer? That's what I wanted to go for, but it wouldn't come out.
You're struggling a bit today, man.
Just a little bit. A lot of things.
What'd you do last night?
A lot of things. I don't even want to talk about it. Welcome to DRULcast 157. I'm True Oz, and as you can hear, joining me once more, Mr. Chase Spin. What's up?
I answered that already. Nothing. Like 3 times now.
I didn't know where to go with it, so I'm like, fuck. What a day, man. Oh my god.
I guess so, man. Maybe your night didn't end. Maybe.
Actually, let me just say, what a weekend. But
why?
I don't
2 days.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. That's what scares me. No, man, it's just been stressful. Overall, the whole recall with the Note is a pain in the ass, and the iPhone 7 launch was a pain in the ass. I'll just leave it at that.
All right.
So yeah, gaming wise, you been playing anything? I know last week I kind of took over.
I play all kind of stuff.
Oh, for what?
Like, if you take what you played and multiply it by 5, you might get what I played.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Well,
I don't know how many things you play, so it may not be quite 5, but it's probably definitely
you heard me take
higher.
Notes, so.
Yeah, it was like one thing or something.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's multiples higher of whatever you did. So.
Damn, that's crazy. I got a couple things, but I think one of them will. All right, whatever. Start it off. What do you got?
Oh, I don't really care. You were gonna go.
Well, so all right, I'll get to. So here's what happened. Juan wanted to join us for this week's episode because we did. We're sharing systems in a way, right?
Sure, if you want to say that.
We're doing the Xbox family share thing. He ended up buying NBA 2K17, and I was like, screw it. I will. Whoa, you know what's weird? When I took notes, I took notes and I wrote NBA 2K417. I'm so used to UT 2K4.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're really struggling.
I just
like,
noticed
we talked about this.
I just looked at it and dude,
gosh.
the struggle's real. I'm over here fucking. Oh shit! I almost. Oh my god.
Dude, what is wrong?
I almost dropped my drink.
I heard it.
That was scary.
I was able to hear all that. Yeah.
That was scary. Oh my god, you're gonna have to carry, man. I'm in another world. I'm in the upside down. For anybody who's watching Stranger Things or who has, I'm there right now. You should watch that.
No, I'm not. You know, did I tell you I watched Narcos? Did I tell you watch a couple of?
Did you finish it or?
No. I mean, just like I watched a couple episodes.
Season 1.
You know, honestly, man, oh my gosh.
How can you watch it and not like in order? Like, what's wrong with you?
Well, here's the story. Let me tell the story.
I gotta hear this.
Well, it's not really that good of a story, so don't, like, I gotta hear this makes it seem like it's something really good. It's just a story.
You gotta entertain.
Basically, what was it? Was it Thursday Night Football or something like that? It might have been Thursday Night Football.
Or you find
Thursday
out
Night Football was
on Twitter?
Yeah, it might have been the same night. I don't remember. Or maybe it was Monday night. I don't know. After some football recently this last week, football game. You know, my friend always wants to watch the games. I was like, I don't feel like watching the game. And he was like, well, we're going to go in the spa after. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll meet you guys there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I meet up with them in the spa. Then after,
spa. I heard the spot. Okay.
Yeah, I'm spa. Cool, like jacuzzi.
Oh, okay.
Bubbles. Water.
Bubbles. Her name, Bubbles.
Yeah. And, so I meet up with them. And then everyone ends up going back to the house. And he was like, oh, we want some Narcos. And I was like, all right, whatever. Like, what else am I doing right now? So we watched a few episodes, or like 2 episodes, 2 or 3 maybe. And I don't know what season it was or what episode it was or anything like that.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
That's how that works.
Yeah. What? Well, what'd you think of it?
It was all right.
Really? That's it? Hey, must have seen a pretty bad episode then. Oh, actually, it's hard to watch a bad episode of Narcos. Like, really thinking about it, like, each one of those episodes has, like, some iconic stuff going on that makes you want to continue watching. At least that's how I feel about it. I still have 3 episodes left on the second season. There's only 2 seasons, but on the second season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. We watched a few episodes, and sure, things happened. I don't know. I don't think this will spoil it. He's running for president in the episodes I saw. I mean, that doesn't really spoil anything. You know what I mean?
Escobar?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know where.
I think that's the first season.
All right. Well, anyways, that's what's happening.
Okay.
But I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna keep watching this to watch it.
You should probably watch it from the start to like get to know.
I'm over it. And I don't want to watch Stranger Things either, or whatever else the thing's called. I don't got time for this stuff, man. TV shows are stupid.
Stranger Things
are stupid.
Has a very special place in my heart, man.
TV shows are stupid.
Well, it's Netflix. It's a Netflix original. It's not a TV show.
It's a TV show.
Shh. Let it go.
It's a TV show. So is Narcos. It's a TV show.
No, yeah, man. Netflix is putting out some good stuff, man. I agree with that. I'm really enjoying all of that, and I'm very grateful that I got Netflix for free.
Well, I mean, I agree that they're putting out good stuff. It's just I don't care anymore about things like that. I just I don't want to sit down and watch 12 to 15 episodes for a season.
Well, how do you feel about how TV is still on this let's release on a weekly versus Netflix that's just like, poof, here's everything. Enjoy.
I've never liked weekly. I've never liked that.
Yeah, okay.
And then they take breaks. You know what I mean? They take somewhere mid-season, they take a month break or something.
That's the worst. I just actually finished watching Suits. Fucking grade A, man. Love that show. And it was like... mid-season finale coming up next, and I'm like, what?
Right?
Are you fucking kidding me? And then at the end of the episode, it's like, see you in winter 2016. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious?
Exactly.
Just give me the story. If it's already done, just let me know. Like, just keep feeding me stuff, man.
Right? Yeah, no, I never liked that.
See.
For the few TV shows I've watched, like the whole weekly thing and then the break has always been very bothersome to me. So now like Netflix is format better, and I appreciate the content they're coming out with. Like Narcos, it's a solid production. You know what I mean? I haven't seen Stranger Things, so I'm sure it's solid production. Orange is the New Black for the 2 seasons or whatever I watched, maybe 3 was. I don't know. What season on that? Like 4?
You were all about that too for a while, man. I remember you trying to get me to watch it, and I'm like, oh shit,
it was good. It was good. And then now it's not good anymore. So I quit. But
yeah, man, Dexter really did a number on you, bro. You changed.
No, it wasn't Dexter, man. They're all the same. Every TV show's the same. They usually start off pretty good or good, but like I said, it's still 15 episodes or 16 episodes, or maybe even more in a season. All these shows now are 40 minutes, 45 minutes. It's a lot of time, dude, and I just don't care. Like, I'm not entertained by that anymore. I'd rather, if I want to watch something now, I'd rather watch a movie, whereas it's kind of the opposite, where before I would have watched a show.
Still a long time.
I mean, hour and a half versus 15 hours.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So did this just turn into Jack Hates Everything, the TV edition?
No, I'm just done with TV. You said I should watch Stranger Things. I'm saying I'm not going to do it.
You really should, though, man.
I'm not doing it. No, I'm not going to do it.
You would like it. Well, actually, I don't know if you would like it because you're not really into. Well, I don't know. Whatever.
A lot of people told me it's good, so I'm sure it's entertaining. Yeah. I watched. Really good. All right, so the last thing I think I watched. Wait, no, is this wrong or right? I don't know. So I came back from Australia, and I mean the flight is 14 hours or 15 hours or whatever. You know what I mean? So I watched Sense8, like the whole first season of Sense8.
Oh,
I did that. But I mean,
wanted to see that. I didn't.
So I guess maybe if I flew a lot, if I was flying across the world,
you would watch more.
Yeah, because it made everything go by pretty quick. The trip was, I was like, oh, cool, episode, next, and then I was like, oh, okay, time to land. But other than that,
do you think? Actually, here's a thought. Do you think you would be traveling a lot more if Vegas? Because I know you love Vegas. If Vegas wasn't close to you,
or would I be going other places if Vegas wasn't close?
No. Like going, like traveling there to Vegas. Like if you were living in the East Coast, for example. Like,
I don't know.
You think? Because I was wondering that because you go there a lot, but is it you go there because it's fucking Vegas, or do you go there like just because it's close to you and it's a release, like it's a place to just go and have fun?
Well, both. It's close, and Vegas is fun. So
I wonder if you would be doing that if you lived elsewhere. Just
probably not, because it's expensive.
In an alternate universe. Yeah, it really is, man. Those flights are no joke.
Right, exactly. It's a bigger deal. And then the flight's long, too. It's like, I can go to the airport, hour and 15 minutes before my flight, get through security, you get a quick drink or whatever, hop on the flight, and then I'm landed in less than an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm in Vegas in less than an hour. And I just walk out, take an Uber or something like that, and I'm gone, dude. That's it. We're in Vegas.
And don't sleep until the flight back home.
Right. The fact that it's so accessible makes it a more likely destination to go.
For you, yeah.
But then again, it's like there's a lot of accessible places around Southern California. It's like I've only been to Scottsdale once in Arizona, and that wasn't that far. That was maybe like an hour and a half flight or something. But it was a ton of fun, and I keep telling everybody that went on that trip, I'm like, hey guys, we should go back, and everyone's down. But I think all of us, all the people that were in Scottsdale, I think we'll see 3 or more Vegas trips before we ever go to Scottsdale, if we ever go back. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Just because it's so easy to go to, and it's like, people just want to go for whatever reason, or just any reason. Pretty much, people will go.
Oh yeah, I understand. I understand that. Like I would go a lot more often if I lived nearby as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was just because I know you love fucking going there. No, and the only reason I brought that up is because I was also thinking of like you saying it's a 14-hour flight, Australia, blah blah, or however long.
Yeah.
And all of the what's it called, the suites, not the suites in the airports. What the fuck are they called? I can't think of the
lounges.
The lounges, yeah. Like, I wonder how many like memberships you would have to different lounges.
Oh, I don't know.
had you been traveling from somewhere to Vegas? Like, I'm pretty sure they'd be like, hey, you travel here a lot. Welcome to our lounge.
Maybe
have free food.
That'd be nice. I think the other thing too is like, since I live in Southern California, like if I lived on the East Coast, like sure I would want to go to Vegas. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But being able to convince everybody else to go to Vegas would be more difficult. Like it's already a challenge sometimes to get people to go. So it'd be like an even bigger challenge to convince friends if I lived on the East Coast to get people to go there.
Yeah.
But here it's like, oh yeah, Halloween Vegas, no big deal. 4th of July Vegas, no big deal. St. Patrick's Day Vegas, no big deal.
You can go for a weekend and it's like still like not only affordable, but like you don't get home a lot later.
Right. Yeah. I can leave at 10 a.m. and be in my house by noon.
Exactly. Or if I were to leave at 10 a.m. there, I'm back here by like 8.
Right.
Maybe
exactly.
9.
Yeah. So the whole thing, like
whole day
people come back from Vegas and they go right to work or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or whatever. Or you leave work, you get off of work and you go right to the airport and go to Vegas. The accessibility is huge. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be very difficult over here.
Yeah, or people drive up, like, 3 out of 5 people drive or fly, the other 2 people drive or something. You know what I mean? It's always like...
There's always something.
Yeah, it's just so easy to get to.
Too many combinations, yeah.
Yeah, and driving it, like, as far as the what's it called?
That's a drive I want to take so bad.
You really don't.
I want to
it's an easy drive to do. It's an easy drive to do is what I'm getting at. Basically, you hop on 15 North and just go 15. You can go like 215. You could do a few other things. Mm-hmm. But, if you just hop on 15 North, you'll end up in Vegas. Yeah, you can't really mess it up. You know what I mean? So it's like it's the easiest drive to do. You just literally hop on the freeway and just keep going northeast until you run into Vegas. It can't.
That reminds me, when I was a little kid, when I went to my parents would drop me off at school, and we would always pass by this, like, I know what it is now, but we would pass by this one like tunnel and we would go around it, and I would always see it and it would say New York. Like, that's all it would say, just New York. It wouldn't say anything. That's all it says. And I'm like, if I follow this tunnel, like I'm gonna magically end up in New York. Like that's all that went through my mind, as a kid. And sure enough, one day I'm like, fuck it, I'm taking this drive. Like New York, sure enough, like sure it was a few hours out, but regardless, New York, there it was.
There. Yeah, exactly. Was it? Now you escaped from the tunnel, right? You weren't in the tunnel the entire time.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
It wasn't a direct like that.
Direct tunnel.
It was a tunnel that put me to the highway that I needed to go. But no, it was just funny. That,
yeah.
It just, I don't know, just you brought that old memory back up.
Yeah, it's like the signs. There's freeway signs in central San Diego, like Mission Valley area and stuff. And once you start seeing 805, Highway 805, it'll say Los Angeles. But you're still, a good hour and a half away from Los Angeles. But same idea, kind of like what you were saying there. The signs are here. And it's like, sure, you'll end up LA if you just take 805. You'll make it there. But it's not like it's not like I go through this tunnel and I'm magically at the other destination.
Although Hyperloop is one step, it's getting there.
Yeah, we need faster travel. Easier and faster and cheaper travel.
Are you up to date with like Hyperloop and all that shit? Like,
I mean, I know what it is. I haven't looked at anything for a while.
Are you excited for that, or?
I mean, when they announced and stuff, I'm like, cool, I'm in. Let's do it. Let's make it. Give me to Vegas faster and cheaper. Let's do it. Like seriously, if I get to Vegas faster and cheaper, I'd probably be there like a couple times a month.
Imagine it just 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You just
a couple times a month. Yeah.
Every day after work, you're like,
oh yeah, I'd go. So like, I tease my coworker. We always ask each other what's for lunch. At like 8 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'll say like, oh, we're gonna go to Wicked Spoon. And at Cosmopolitan in Vegas. I mean, we can leave now. By the time we get to Vegas, it'd be lunchtime, and then by the time we get back, it'd be dinner time. It's like perfect timing. You know what I mean? If we could drive, no big deal. But so if there was if I could go to Vegas and eat dinner and then come back,
Same
my
day,
gosh, dude.
Oh, man.
How gnarly would that be? A 30-minute ride or like 40-minute ride or something that's
insane.
affordable? You know what I mean? I don't have to like go through security. I'm just like hop on. I'm going to go eat dinner.
Yeah.
And I make my reservations that morning. I go to like the Hyperloop terminal and be like, boom, going to Vegas, guys. And sit there and be like,
dude,
get
if
a
you
drink
had,
or whatever and boom.
If you had an hour, well, see, that's not really fair. If it takes a half hour to get there, but realistically, right? Let's say you're at work, right? You go on break, and then you're like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go on." I already booked it, Hyperloop it somewhere. Go, come back, like an hour break. And you're like, "What the fuck?" Like, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I would do that for like days.
How much?
I would go to Vegas and come back with some stuff.
How much do you think it's gonna be? So like,
I don't know.
Dude, it's gonna be pricey.
It has to be affordable, man. It has to be affordable
for it to work.
But I mean, 100%. Like cheap. It has to be good, well priced. Either like same price as a flight, or
it has to be a
little bit more or a little bit less. Man. No.
Well, because of the speed, because of the timing, it probably will be more, or even equal to a flight.
Right. I'd be willing to pay the same as a flight. Or maybe a little more if I'm getting there faster.
That's so crazy.
So
the fact that that's even being created right now is a complete mind fuck. Like yeah. For anybody who is unaware,
we probably should explain that whole thing first.
Look up Hyperloop. Basically, the quickest way I can explain it is if you go to a bank, or like if you remember like a old school bank and they have or like a bank drive-through, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have those.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
It's a global
You put the little can thing in the thing and it shoots it up.
You put the can in, they send you a slip or whatever.
We Happy Few demo or whatever. It's in We Happy Few also.
Is it really?
When you redact stuff.
I'm gonna go ahead and probably replay that game.
The beginning, like the first thing you do.
Yeah.
All the redacting.
Yes.
Or like,
but
or approval.
That's a brand new game. Not a lot of people played it, so I went with the real life scenario.
But
you are 100% correct. That is in the game.
But the bank is the more common, comparison to make.
Yeah. So that like vacuum seal thing that just zoom like fucking, pulls the thing and it shoots it over to the other side, and then they send it right back. That in human form and human scale would pretty much be Hyperloop. So now imagine just one big ass tunnel with you in a vacuum.
Yeah, pretty much.
Vacuum with magnets and shit, and that's Hyperloop. And that's being built right now. Like as we speak, like that is being worked on.
Actually, I Googled it because you asked me if I'd seen anything recently about it, and I haven't.
Yeah.
So a day ago, they gave an update that they're like building the testing in Vegas right now.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
your life is over.
Well, I don't know. It's probably going to go to LA if they. I mean, this is just like a test track. They say they're making 1,400 meter high speed test track. Mm-hmm. So just I didn't know how far that is. Let me see, 1,400 meter to miles. It's not even a mile long.
So well, regardless, it's still progress.
Right. Basically, they're in Vegas right now and testing stuff out.
Yeah.
And they have all the tunnels. They're like labeled. This is Hyperloop on the side. So yeah. But I think if if it ends up happening for real, I mean, it's for real, but like actually becoming a product,
like an actual
we can use.
Product.
Yeah. I think it would be to LA first, so I would have to drive to LA, which would suck. But
yeah, but would you rather drive there or then get to Vegas in 30 minutes?
I'd rather still fly to Vegas.
How long is the flight to Vegas?
Gate to gate is like an hour. So the flight, you're in the air for like 40 minutes or something like that, like 45 minutes or so.
It might be a little faster. I mean, by
the time it's going to take me an hour just to get to LA driving.
Yeah, and then obviously you're going to have to wait for the whole like Hyperloop thing for it to do its thing. Yeah, no, so it might be a little longer. Who knows?
So it would have to be like super cheap. It'd have to be like way cheaper than a flight to like Warren driving up to LA,
For people in LA, like
for people in LA though, yeah, exactly.
That shit won't matter. LA, here, take my money.
Yeah, totally.
Just take it. That's insane, man. The fact that that's the world we live in is insane.
That's not that bad.
It's just awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I was saying earlier, so me and Juan did Xbox. What's it called? Family Share. So he bought, even before that, so NBA 2K17. So, Jake, or Bullet, I don't know, whatever the hell we called him on here. But Jake and Juan are
Mohawk guy.
Massive,
Mohawk guy Jake.
MGJ, yeah.
Yeah, MGJ.
They love their basketball, right?
Yeah.
Me, not so much. I'll watch it, whatever. Never been a fan, and especially of sports games. Never really. I played FIFA. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Or back in the day, I played like Blitz. So they released a demo. It was like a free game. It was NBA 2K17, the Prelude.
Okay.
And essentially, it was meant to rush people into creating their own characters because you can scan your face into the game.
Right.
So let's just say they said screw you to Microsoft, and we're like, you know what? Nobody uses the fucking Kinect. So if you're gonna do this, everybody has a smartphone. You're just gonna scan your face on a smartphone. So you literally download an app on your phone, and it takes like a couple pictures. You literally just put your face in a circle. You kind of tilt your head to the left a little, tilt your head to the right. Yeah. And you go on your game. You hit, hit OK or submit. Like I submitted my face, and then you hit OK, and it pretty much puts you in the game, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So that happened. So I played the Prelude, the easiest 1,000 gamer score I've ever gotten ever.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
It is good to know.
Yeah. I'm looking this up right now.
I don't know. Yeah, you should be able to still play it. So yeah, really. I had fun, it's for a basketball game, dude. Like I was amazed. Like I haven't played like a legit NBA game since NBA Jam.
Well, that's literally the best basketball game ever created.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, dude, like I don't want to play this, man. Like you gotta, man, like too many buttons, right? Like at first I'm like, there's just too much to do. Like I need a pass button, I need a lob button, I need a shoot button, and I need a turbo button. That's all I need.
Right.
And in this, there's like you like a steal, and there's a run, and then you got
all kinds. And you have your stick usually.
You gotta jiggle the stick around to like do fancy moves and finesse and whatnot. I'm like, like I don't. This is so annoying. It's like the same argument I had with like the wrestling games, the newer wrestling games. I'm like, I don't want any of this stuff, man.
Best wrestling game, WWF, the arcade game.
The one with Doink the Clown that we always talk about. Yeah, I love that one too. Where he like shocks you. So
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. So I played the Prelude, and I'm like, man, this is kind of fun. Like, I could see myself playing this a little bit, Like, once you kind of get in the rhythm of things, I'm still trash, don't get me wrong, but once you get in the rhythm of things, it becomes a little fun. So, for anybody who pre-ordered the game was available last Friday. For anybody who didn't pre-order and that's digital pre-order only. Right. The game was available last Friday. I believe you could still pre-order it and download it like any day. Now, so you could have downloaded, whenever. But by the time this show comes out, which would be Tuesday,
launch day.
It would be like official launch day, so you'd be able to go to your retailer and pick up
your retailer
the disc. What's wrong with that?
Or you could buy it digital on Tuesday also.
Well, you can, but I'm just saying it would like discs would be available on Tuesday,
and nobody wants that.
Well, questionable.
Oh gosh.
I know I don't. So
nobody wants that. Nobody wants a disc.
I'm converting Juan, man. I pretty much already did with family sharing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I told him, like, man, you're gonna need a new hard drive. Like, how do you feel, buddy?
Yeah.
So yeah, he ended up getting it. So we both ended up playing, the digital version on Friday, and I'm playing it. I'm like, man, you know what? Like, this is kind of fun. Like, my character carried over from the original one.
Yeah.
And it's a cool story. So you start off like high school kid, and then you get you pick the college you want to go to. So throughout the entire Prelude, you're building up to the draft.
Yeah.
And sure enough, once you beat the game, it's like, if you want to see, where you would end up, buy the game.
Right.
So just like, full story mode. So
it sounds a lot like FIFA 17.
All of them. Every single one of them.
That's the new deal now?
That's it. It's the same exact thing. My journey is going to be the same thing as my career or whatever the hell it's called on this thing. Same exact thing, but obviously different sports. And I don't know how they FIFA's main thing is the create like a fantasy team. Like you create your with the cards and all that shit.
Ultimate Team,
yeah. And the thing with this one is just your character, like you as a character, and you like go to a park and you play against other teams, basically,
Yeah.
And that's where the fun part of this game comes in, where like it was Juan and Jake and another one of our friends, and we were all pretty much squatted up, and we would go to a field and a court, whatever, and they like you literally just wait for another team to show up and face you. Like any opponents could like just walk up and join, and there's a bunch of courts. You could do 2-on-2, you could do 1-on-1, 3-on-3, everything. And I don't know, like that whole thing, it was just weird, like it's new to me. I've never played a game like that. And then so I got drafted to the Nuggets, and you're a new player. Yeah. You're a new player. So
can you request a trade?
I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know, dude. It's like this whole simulation thing. Like I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, I don't want to do this. So like, you have to go to the gym, and you have to like do drills, and I'm like, all right, whatever, it's fun for a while, like, but all like at the end of the like, all I want to do is play fucking basketball. Like the game is fucking basketball, let me play basketball. Right? So you finally get into a game, and you start off on the seat on the sidelines watching the starters play. And I'm like, people fucking enjoy this? Like this is the game. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And I mean, you could skip it, you press A and then you get subbed in,
Yeah.
But you might have maybe just a 1 quarter to play. Like, that's it.
Wow.
Or I mean, but like, I'm new, right? So I get it. Maybe later on, as you progress, you'll maybe become the starter.
Yeah.
I mean, I see that happening, right? There's a lot of different things that might affect how the game evolves. But I don't know, man. Just early on, I'm like, oh, this is boring. Like, I'd rather just play with, with these guys in the park with Juan and Jake. Just play in the park and just play multiplayer,
Exactly.
Like, at least I know I'm not going to be fucking benched or anything like that. But the problem right now is they're all fans of 2K17, so their characters or their stats or whatever have carried over. Or some of them carried over. I don't know how it works. So they're all extremely high levels. So they're like 80s, 90s. And I'm over here sitting at like 50, 60. So my dude can't keep up with them. He's so slow. So Juan's like, dude, all you got to do is just pass. Like, just if you get the ball, just pass it to one of us. Like, we'll take care of it. So I'm literally getting carried through victories and shit. It's so funny. But yeah, man, that's my experience with 2K. Like, it's questionable. Whether or not, like, it's like, I don't know, man, it's fun. It's just I don't know, not really my thing. And I told Juan, I'm like, dude, I'll play this, but I'm only playing it just to like talk shit to you guys and like just hang out in a way. But other than that, I highly doubt I'm gonna play this any longer, like once maybe Gears or something else drops. It just seems unlikely.
So you talked about... Oh, sorry.
No,
I'll
go
start
ahead.
again. So you talked about the gym, and a while ago, I don't know if it was on DRULcast or if it was just something I was playing and I thought about, but I thought about something like that, whereas like my character should have to go to the gym and work out and get better. Are we talking about that on here?
No, I don't remember talking about that at all.
Or did I write that somewhere, or was I going to write it and I didn't write it?
I don't know. Probably working on something on your own. I don't know.
I mean, just like I was playing
you probably
some game.
made a mental note like I should go to the gym.
No, I had a feeling. I was playing some game.
I had a quesadilla today.
I had a feeling I was playing some game and sorry, the quesadilla thing completely threw me off.
Yes, you gotta plug it, man. What is it? I ate a quesadilla or something.
No,
like
I eat quesadillas.
I eat quesadillas.com.
Yeah. What was I was playing something and it was something about like it was character, somehow your character was always against another character, and it was like a physical, I'm pretty sure it was some type of sport. It had to be a type of sport, because I felt like my character should be able to go to the gym and get better, and that would be the way that, because otherwise there was something else to it. It was like everyone was pretty equal or something, or whatever it was. I felt like it was kind of silly how they did it, and I was like, why can't I go to the gym and work out? And then that way my character becomes better or stronger or learns new things, or so I thought that was kind of interesting. They said, but I don't remember what we're talking about or what we did. Or,
I don't know. There's a couple games that are similar. I mean, that are kind of like that. I mean, you have Punch Club, which comes to recent memory. That has that sim mechanic where you have to train in order to box. Keep your stamina up and shit like that, and your strength and all that. And whenever you focus on one, obviously the other one starts to fall, and then you try to find the balance, But even before that, GTA did that with San Andreas, where you had to work out in order to make sure your dude didn't get fat.
That's funny.
I mean, he gained strength and stuff too, but if you let him go, you would get fat, which is pretty funny.
Even if you're running around all day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Because you didn't hit the gym. There's a difference.
Hit the gym or hit the bench in front of the house?
Yeah. The bench in front of the house while... I forgot the name of the dog. Oh, well.
I've never played San Andreas. I don't know.
Great game.
Yeah.
So, the other game that I actually just played was Air Mech.
Oh, the campaign?
Surprise, surprise, yeah.
That isn't really much of a campaign.
It's not really much of a campaign. So I played, I think I played 4 out of the 6. I don't know if there's more, but at least on the first, it says campaign 1, so I'm guessing there's more chapters. I don't know if there are. Did you beat it, or I don't know if you played?
I did all 6.
And that's it?
Yes, as far as I saw, I didn't see a way to like go to the next page, but I don't know. Maybe they're going to add later, or maybe I just missed it. I don't know.
Well, there's that I forgot what it said on the top right. It was like a little archive, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know because I went in there and it looked like a timeline, and you can kind of click through those, and I don't know if that would affect what's on the page. I'm not sure. is what I'm trying to get at. But anyways, I played 4 out of the 6. I still didn't finish it. I played it on normal, and then I'm like, or the first like 3 on normal, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm going ruthless. Then I just changed it to ruthless, and I started going, and I'm like,
I just left it on automatic.
Okay.
For difficulty.
How many stars did you get on each one?
I think it was like 1.
Oh, well, there you go, because you played it on easy.
I just did automatic.
So yeah, I'm like, yeah, screw this. I'm going ruthless. Like, I'm already familiar with the game, and it's weird. Right. I got an email, and it's like, welcome to AirMech, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah, they changed. So
okay.
Yeah, there's lot of messages things now. Well, yeah, they just added stuff, and it seems like they're trying to make it, I don't know, more accessible or something. I don't know. Yeah. They don't have to do any of that. All they have to do is just keep it how it was 5 years ago, and life will be okay.
Without that farming, clicking bullshit. I'm so done with that.
Right. But yeah, no, I finished it, but really it's not a campaign. It's just a tutorial.
It's an extended tutorial.
It's basically the same thing that it was before. What was it called? It wasn't campaign. It was just tutorial before.
It was just tutorial, yeah.
It's basically the same thing, but less of them. I like this
better than the tutorial, though, because it's a lot more... It slowly brings you up to what everything is, where before it was just like... do a bunch of stuff like
within so much time, and you get like 1 to 3 stars.
You already had like certain skills, and you're like, so this kind of introduces everything gradually, which is way better than the original one. So I'm with it. I like what they did with it.
Right, it's still not a campaign though.
It's still definitely, I wouldn't call that a campaign. Maybe later chapter, sure. Maybe this is the tutorial. Like maybe it is a campaign, but it's like chapter 1 tutorial. Sure, I'll okay that.
Yeah, maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe. I mean, if it took them 5 years to do this thing.
Yeah, really. But they added some other things too. I didn't really get into it, but there was one called Dogfight. Did you play any of those?
No, I didn't do any of the other modes.
And there's another one called
Warzone. I think it's Warzone.
Warzone? I don't know why I wrote down Black Iron.
Well, I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
So I think I did finish, or like I know I did all 6. But I think that's the end because, of whatever this, the campaign.
The campaign. Yeah.
And I think, I'm pretty sure that's it right now because it was like go to Warzone or something and do something.
After that?
Yeah. I think that's what it told me to do. So I'm pretty sure the campaign is done at the 6, yeah.
So, yeah, I gotta check that out, that Warzone. Warzone seems like it's just a regular match, right? Dogfight, I think it's just you versus the other pilot on like a one-on-one scenario.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's what it is. I'm not sure, but I'm with it, man. I like where they're going with that aspect, that side of things. I don't know though. Getting back into that game it's gonna take a lot.
Right.
Although I said, "Whoa, many changes" in the chat, and people went crazy. They're like, "Oh my god, it's a alpha."
Alpha, user. They always do that.
They
and then
trip,
you get then you get a bunch of messages and stuff like, "Yo, let me get the Alpha Striker."
Alpha Striker. So man, we're part of the OG team where we still have that Alpha Striker. Skin, and kids want it, man. Not a lot of people jumped on that. They're crying for it, so it's worth quite a bit.
Every time I talk, I change my thing from Alpha. I change it like VIP or something, because every time I would talk, I'd get like 5 messages and friend requests and stuff like, I'll give you all these diamonds and whatever, this and that, and like I want Alpha Strike, whatever. It's like I don't care about it, dude. I just want to say hi,
Yeah. Dude. I did the mistake of doing that. I got the same thing too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, I don't like in-game currency doesn't mean anything to me. I'd rather keep my Alpha Striker.
Yeah, I'll never get this. Yeah.
Right.
This is a lot more than whatever you can give me that's replaceable.
Right. It's like I don't really care about getting this stuff. Like now they introduce pilots, so you can
you
change your helmet and your jacket or whatever, and it's like big deal,
Yeah, I made a dude with like a fucking weird alien mask looking thing. It was kind of cool. Whatever.
I did default. I was like, next. I don't care about this.
I looked at the colors. I looked at the things.
No.
Said, I like this. I'll decorate them a little bit.
I think I went like 2 forward on the helmet, and then I was like, I'm done.
And then
I
3
went
back. And then
I went 2 back. I went back to the first one. And I'm like, that's it. Confirm. Done.
Oh man.
Do not care.
Yeah, man. Our boy James. Still got to talk to him.
Carbon James, man.
Get with it.
What are you doing, Carbon James? You want to come on the show? Talk about
we should have him on. See if we can get him on.
Where's that AirMac VR at?
Yeah, dude. I forgot that it was even announced.
Yeah. When's it supposed to come out? Maybe that's when I'll actually like
use your
make
VR.
my Oculus. Yeah, make it work.
I saw that Vive is available on Amazon now too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like readily available. Just go on and buy it, no problems. Anyways, that's all I got, dude. I got Air Mech and NBA.
They got a lot of stuff. I'm just looking for. Oh, it's called Air Mech Command
and Hyperloop.
So it's available now.
Ooh, you're slacking.
It's $27. So.
Damn. It better come with a bunch of diamonds.
Let's see. 9 Air Mechs to unlock, 60 skins, 60 units, 13
That's the
maps.
original game. for $30 you get the original.
That's a lot, man. But it came out March 28th. It's been out, bruh.
It's been out for a while. You're just slacking on your
Air Mech Command. Here it is.
On your Oculus.
Oh man, now I gotta put my stuff. Dang it.
Now you
makes
gotta
me
put
sad.
it together.
Yeah, it makes me sad. There's an Oculus store. Is that what this is? Experiences. I've never been here before.
Yeah. Oh, you never been there? I go there all the time.
No, I've never been here. Oh, cool. Maybe this will motivate me to
they have
actually get stuff working.
30, I think it was a 33% off a couple of titles.
Yeah, I
this
see
past
that.
weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. I told my friends yesterday, a couple friends, I was like, they were talking about VR and they're like, oh, you know, it'd be cool to have or something. I'm like, yeah, I got an Oculus, dude. Like, oh, how do you like it? I'm like, it sits on the floor in the box. And they're just like looked at me with this
brand new.
Yeah, they just looked at me like, are you serious? You know, like you're kidding, right? It's like, no, it sits on the floor in the box. It's just sitting there.
To
you know,
send it my way.
What's this? Fox Sports VR. Wow, this is.
They have a bunch of stuff, man. They I think even NBA released one that was like relive the finals from the middle of courtside or whatever.
Oh, that's pretty sick, dude.
There's a bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna get this hooked up right quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of experiences that are out there.
Oh, what's this? It's called Real Life Experience. Oh.
Take off the mask? I don't know.
No, it's a stupid name, I think, for something that looks cool. So there's like guys or people in what those things called? Hang gliders? You know?
Oh yeah.
And there's a roller coaster track in the background. I mean, it looks pretty cool.
That's crazy.
How much is this? It's free.
There you go. Yeah,
Comfort.
Most of the experiences are free.
Comfort intense.
Cool.
What's that mean? Does that mean like you're gonna be doing crazy stuff?
It's gonna be intense. All
right, here's the NBA
flying
thing,
around.
Right. Follow my lead. The story of 2016 NBA Finals.
Yeah, that. Something like that.
New way to virtual reality. That's cool. On the court, behind the scenes, and everywhere in between. Man, I'm gonna get this work in it. Man, I don't want to spend the money, but I'm gonna do it. I'm trying not to spend the money, but
I got
there's
you
a lot of cool stuff right now.
I got you a game too on VR. Whoa, Dota is available in VR?
Oh wow. That's
holy
I don't
shit.
think that was there before, right?
That is crazy.
Wait,
yeah, I got you this game called Redout that you can play on.
I see that.
As well.
Keep talking and nobody explodes. Also is there.
I got that one a while ago.
Right.
Not for VR, but
just to get. But it has VR though.
But yeah, it does. It does.
Cool.
But Redout is like F-Zero, kind of. Not really.
I like F-Zero.
I do too, and I remember talking to you. I was like, man, I really want an F-Zero type game, and then I realized I just don't like racing games, and I don't know why I got Redout. Well, to be fair, they reached out and said, hey, check this game out. Here's a key. So
I'll just then you didn't really get it.
I didn't get it.
You were given
I
it.
realized that I just don't like racing games.
Oh, after that.
After yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, you can go ahead and enjoy that in VR as well. Because in VR, that game will be amazing. I can guarantee you that. Well, it's a fun game. So if anybody's out there and it's interesting in a racing game that's not really similar to F-Zero, but it's just a racing game with like space pods and shit. This will do it.
I might be ordering a lot of computer parts today.
In the next coming hours,
in hours, yeah,
minutes maybe.
Which I really don't want to do, but I might have to do this. No, I really don't want to do it. That's what sucks. Because like the technology, it's changing. Like we're waiting for new processors, waiting for like we have newer video cards, but there's newer ones like. You have like the entry level one that's kind of out now for.
You'll always have another.
Right, but I'm saying like this is like a pretty significant generational leap right now. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see that. With 4K and Horizon.
Right, so like I kind of want to wait till February, March, but it's like, dude, that's Like
That's too
Oculus
long.
number 2 is coming out probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
I
long
don't think
time.
they haven't announced anything, but what I'm saying is like,
You by the
know,
time you do something, it will be is what you're fearing.
yeah, probably,
Yeah.
and it'll be like cool. And it just sat in the box forever.
Yep. Still brand new. Won't be able to sell it. Won't even be able to get your money back.
Right. Like,
I hear
the
you.
extra Xbox One I have, it's sitting in the box.
And that PlayStation Collector's Edition. That
Right, that's okay. I'm okay with that being in a box.
Not even gonna do anything with.
I'm okay with that.
I still want to
That's fun.
snipe it. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. It's an awesome looking console, actually. I'm okay with that being in the box because there's nothing on PS4 that I want to play, so that's fine. Whatever. The Xbox One that I have, I don't know, dude. I've been thinking of what can I do with it, and there's really nothing I can do with it. So yeah.
Clue.
And then it's like I'm gonna have 3 Xbox Ones because I pre-ordered
Oh, you
Gears of
got
War
that.
4.
Oh my god.
Hey, by the way, that's another thing. That's the thing I didn't even put on here. Oh man, I did play a lot of games. I went to Microsoft Store the other day because I didn't want to go to, or I was on the freeway and traffic was like really, 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 really bad on every freeway. So I got off the freeway. I'm like, I'm done with this freeway stuff, and I went to the mall.
Yeah.
And I started walking around. I'm like, oh, let me go walk in the Microsoft Store, And I started playing Recore.
Yeah. Cool.
And
How'd you like it?
It was okay. It was confusing. And I walked away after but I played for a good 30 or 40 minutes though.
And you were still lost. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, because it was the full game, so people had already played, and I'm picking the game up in some. It wasn't like a demo or something,
Midway through. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where I'm at, what the, So once I found out what I was supposed to do, and then once I found out how to do it,
then you walked away.
yeah, then I got confused again. So there's this part you find these I don't even know what they were. Oh gosh, there were little things that flew around and kind of followed you, and there wasn't any sound either, so that doesn't help. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I'm reading, if there's subtitles, I'm reading it, but you still can't hear things or you know what I mean? There's just that. There's
a lot
there.
of sound cues.
Right, exactly. So
in a game like that,
the little marker that shows you where to go, hey, here's your next checkpoint type thing, right?
Yeah.
I started following those, and then this room, it's a really big room, or not a cave, more like a cave, but gigantic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the marker is against. I don't know what the hell they called it. They called it something another, but it was against this thing, right? So then I eventually found the little flying things. I'm like, cool, maybe they go in there. And then it was they don't go in there. And I'm like, well, where do these stupid things go? You know what I mean? Because the little marker is on this thing on the wall. And I'm like, go in there, do something. And then I eventually found they go in this thing on the floor. And then so I put them all in there. And then it was something happened. And it was now find 3 of these other things. And I was like, no, you know what? I don't want to find anything else. I just spent 40 minutes finding these stupid things and figuring out where they go. So I was kind of done. But I mean, it wasn't bad. I didn't get to use the dog at all. I had the dog next to me, but I didn't understand. Yeah. It's I didn't know what it did. You know what I mean?
Just followed you.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I press X, and then it catches up to me and puts a little thing on the ground. I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to do. I was like, is the dog supposed to eat these things, or is it supposed to put them where to go? Or I was so confused. But yeah, I played a little bit of that. And one thing that I was surprised about is they had it set up on an Xbox One S, a white version, like the current one, and it was out in the open. You know what I mean? It wasn't in a case or wasn't anything else. It was sitting literally on the table in front of me, and there was a Dell, 4K monitor that I was hooked up to. I'm playing Recore, so I was like, I touched that Xbox. You know what I mean? It's right there, and it runs insanely cool, way cooler than the current Xbox One does. You could put your hand over the top vent, and it's no hot air coming out at all.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was really impressed. And then they also had Gears of War 4. But that was in a case, to show it off. You know what I mean?
The console or
the console?
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, cool. This is what I'm gonna get in a month. One thing that's disappointing though, I thought the new controllers have the rubberized grip on them, and they don't.
The Elites have that.
Right, but so does my Lunar White. My Lunar White controller also has the rubber grip on it. Yeah, but the one that comes with Xbox One S and Gears of War 4 One S doesn't have that rubber grip on the back, and I was really disappointed. I'm using that controller, and the whole time I'm like, this.
Could it just be that's an early model or a display model?
I don't think so. I think that's how it comes.
That's too bad, man. That grip definitely changes a lot.
Well, it's just comfortable, I think. I don't know. Once you use it, you just,
I have it on the Elite, and I like it. It's too bad I'm not a big fan of the Elite. Actually, you know what? I like the Elite. I just don't like the back shit. I just I use it without the paddles and stuff in the back.
Why?
I don't like it.
That's weird.
They get in the way.
No, they don't. They're like really useful.
They get in the way.
Really useful. Like now, if I want to hit a face button, I could just use my fingers that are on the back instead of taking my thumb off the thumbstick to press a button.
No, I understand that. I get it. I use a cinch controller that does the same exact thing, and it's a button instead of a paddle, and it works. It does the same exact thing, and it's just way more comfortable, except no grip. I just wish I got grip.
Weird. I don't know. Maybe use it a little more.
Yeah, I probably just have to get used to it. And I got rid of the... I didn't get rid of it, but... So the paddles that are on the bottom... Sorry, on the top, I actually flipped and put those on the bottom, and then I got rid of the top two, the longer ones. I said, fuck these two, I don't need them.
Yeah.
And that kind of sort of helps. And I like that the Elite supports that. The Elite controller supports that. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. I mean, when my friend got it, he had all three on each side on the back, and it eventually turned out where he only had one on the back. Two. He kept one.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And that's what he likes. So when he plays Call of Duty, that's his B button, so he can slide or whatever it is, and
duck down or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. So that's how it should be used.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the great thing about it. Yeah.
That's the point. Customize it to how you like it.
Exactly. So yeah, Recore. I'll just go through my list real quick. We talked about Mafia 2 last week, so I fired it up on 360 to play some of that DLC that I have.
Have not played since, but I want to.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, like, I finished the main game, and I've had the DLC since before I even started playing the main game. So I started playing. There's 2 DLC packs. One's Jimmy's Vendetta, and the other one is Joe's Adventure.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I have.
So I started playing
on Steam.
Yeah. I started playing Jimmy's Vendetta, and it was really difficult. I was doing really, 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 really bad. Like really bad. The first mission, or maybe second mission, like the first real mission, how about that?
Yeah.
All you got to do is destroy some cars. And for some reason, I didn't realize that I had a gun, and I'm thinking like, how do I not have a gun? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did. I had one. I just didn't realize I had one.
Oh.
So like I run over this guy who's like guarding the cars. I'm trying to pick his gun up and I can't. I'm like, why can't I pick this guy's gun up? Like I should be able to do that. And then a bunch of other guys, there's like 4 or 5 other guys that hear the noise and start exactly. I gotta destroy these cars too. So like if I just pick up a random car off the street and I gotta destroy other cars, it's really difficult to do that. Like I'm ramming these cars, you know what I mean? I'm like, but I have a smaller car, so I gotta ram them like 4 times, and I'm like backing up and going forward, and then the other guys come and they shoot me through the window, and I'm dead, and I reload. Oh my gosh, I probably did it like 20 or 30 times, like at least the other day. Yeah. And then eventually, after I finally beat it, I realized that I had a gun and I could have hopped out and beat the whole thing in like 1 minute, rather than. So
that made me so mad.
How I eventually did it is I found a big truck, like a really big truck, like a dump truck or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I would go in and just pound the cars that I needed to destroy really hard, right into the wall. Yeah. And then I'd push the other ones into the water. They're like by. You could like push them over the edge into the water. So I pushed those into the water, and then the truck was big enough where if the guy started shooting at me, I wasn't getting hurt very much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could like take my time and like back up and then turn and then just run over him.
That's fun.
So I did that, but I mean, I could have just hopped out and shot them all.
Just shot everything.
And probably shot the cars and made them explode and did everything like that in a minute. Yeah.
Good job.
So yeah, thanks. And then we talked about Airmech.
At least you had fun.
Yeah, we talked about Recore, Xbox One S. Then last night, a bunch of my friends and I, we went up north to visit another friend who just like had bought a house recently. They had a house warming, everything like that. You know what
nice.
I mean?
Yeah.
But we got back pretty early. We got back like 10:30 or so. But everybody was like, "Oh, I'm tired. I don't want to do anything, or I'm doing something tomorrow. I don't want to like hang out." So I was like, "All right, well, I don't want to go home. It's 10:30." And I'm like, I called Uber and I was like, bring me to Dave and Buster, bro. Dave and Buster's.
Out of all places, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt like going. It was close, and it was like I know they're open, and it's gonna like there's people there, you know. And I just felt like playing some arcades. So I went and I played. The first one I played was Ghost Squad, which is one of my favorite shooting like gun games.
Yep.
Have you played Ghost Squad before?
Yeah, it's like the one that's similar to Time Crisis, right? It's like
Sure, they all have guns and you shoot people.
Okay. Yeah.
And I almost beat it, and I disagree with what happened at the end. So I quit. I gave up on it. I was on the last level, and I'm pretty much at the end of the game. I'm pretty sure. I've never beat the game before, but I mean,
how long did that take you?
It was probably like 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes. Yeah, a few continues in there. You know what I mean? But whatever. And there's a part at the end of the game where there's like helicopters coming and shooting at you. You're on a boat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like helicopters coming in, shooting and stuff. I'm like taking stuff out, and they're okay. Then after you do the helicopters, there's a big boat that comes along. And the big boat, you have to use grenades to blow up the side of the boat. There's like guys behind these metal shields, I guess you could call it, like big metal walls.
Yeah.
And they're throwing grenades over the walls. So you got to shoot the grenades as they're throwing them over the wall so they don't hit you. And then you got to shoot. Then you have to shoot a grenade at the metal wall to blow it up so you can shoot the guy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm doing that. I do all that. You do the side of the boat, and then the boat turns, obviously, and then like the back of the boat is a whole other, you know what I mean? A whole other thing. So I do that, and then eventually there's like a really heavy guy that comes out, big guy. And
boss.
there's a timer. Yeah, not really a boss, just like a heavy, I would say. They don't really have bosses, just like guys that take more damage than others. Boss is more like,
well, if that's a timer.
I don't know. Anyways, there's a timer, and I killed him before the timer expired.
Oh.
But it was like he wasn't like completely dead. He was like in the process of dying. Like there was no more shots.
Run out.
Yeah, there's no more shots to give him. But since he hadn't like fallen over yet or whatever, like gone off the screen, the timer runs out.
I would have whipped that controller right on the screen.
It was under a second. I mean, it wasn't like I had a lot of time left. You know what I mean? And
that's funny.
For whatever reason, this part of the game, there's no continue. That was like
that one.
I didn't make it. Yeah, I didn't make it in the time limit, and then my boat gets flipped over, and I'm in the water, and then all the enemies come. Like they come on boats, they come on helicopters, and we're surrounded. And then that's like end of the game. It's like game over, and I'm like, what? This is game over. Where's my continue? Like, what is going on?
Oh, I would have whipped my controller or the gun right at the screen, dude.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So, all right, well, it's all right. I had fun, so I put it down, and then I went and played Time Crisis 4. Because I was right next to it, and then I played. What did I do next? I played this fishbowl game. So there's like fishbowl games. Yeah, like if you go to Carnival and you want to win a goldfish.
Yeah.
And they give you like ping pong balls, and you gotta throw a ball into it's like beer pong, but with goldfish and fish bowls. I did that. I didn't make one freaking thing in the. I played like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, this has to go in. You know what I mean? Like, it has to go in at some point. And I didn't make one fishbowl. I didn't make one. Yeah. And I tried different techniques. I was like bouncing off of stuff. I'm like,
this guy.
You know what I mean?
I tried everything. Peggle and shit.
Yeah, I was doing all kinds of tricks. I did not make one ball in a fishbowl.
That sucks.
They bounce all over the place. They kept bouncing.
Did they have beer pong? Because I know the arcades over
here. They do. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like it was an arcade beer pong.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a table beer pong.
So. Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. I did that one too. I did good at that. I was crushing it at that. And then also, of course, I played like a little skee ball. I did football, where you throw the footballs through the holes. What else did I do? Terminator Salvation is a terrible arcade game, like the worst arcade game.
That's the one with the minigun, the Uzi looking?
No. That's the good one. From like 20 years ago.
I remember that one. I remember that one. I don't remember whether or not I liked it or not.
No, you liked it. Everybody liked it.
All right.
This is the one. Well, this is a new one, and the gun is exactly like the gun on Ghost Squad. So I was walking by, nobody's playing it.
I probably don't.
I was like, "Oh, cool! It's really similar to Ghost Squad. Let's try this out."
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't that.
It was the worst game I've ever played. I was really disappointed and sad after that. And then I played Guitar Hero, and I got second place on whatever song I played. Because I'm a boss still at Guitar Hero. And then I played Whack-A-Mole. And yeah. And then I did, gosh, I don't know how to explain it. So it's just it's a game just to win tickets. And it's a dome. And there's like four buttons. 4 people could play, right? And the light goes around really fast. And you hit the button to stop the light. And you want to stop it in the jackpot spot.
Oh yeah.
To win tickets.
Yeah.
I must have done that like 10 or 15 times, and I was 1 away from the jackpot every time.
It always skips it. So cheap.
And then the last time I hit it, and it continued after I hit it. It got me.
That's what
good.
I said.
Yeah.
It skips. That's what I said.
I saw it lit up. It was lit up, and I hit it it was like perfect timing.
Yeah.
And then it doop, and I was like, whoa! I know you just did me dirty on that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I was done. Then I was done with it. I'm like, I'm over you. I'm done.
Every time I avoid those, man.
That was fun. Every time. I mean, I'm just over there smashing buttons. You know what I mean? And then I played this. I don't know what the name of it was. It's like same idea. It was for tickets.
Yeah.
But it's different. It's
What'd you get?
overhead.
Candy?
No, I didn't redeem any tickets.
Oh, you just left them in the machine?
No. So Dave & Buster's now, they put them back on your card.
Oh, on your card. That's right. Yeah.
I didn't know that because last time I was there, which was maybe a year ago or maybe not long ago, they still had tickets. So
some games still do.
No, none of them do now. None of them do. They all go to your card now. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyways, this other one I played, it was like a top projection, I guess you could say. So
the alien
how do you explain it? No, it was like a missile thing. No aliens.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So it's basically a table, but there's 4 sides or 5 sides, and there's glass in front of you. Obviously, you can't reach in. You know what I mean? But on the top, it's a whole cabinet. But I mean, it's basically a table with glass walls and then a top with the projectors at.
Yeah.
And it projects down onto the table. You know what I mean? And it's a space game or whatever. So it was 5 credits. You get 5 missiles. And at first, okay, so the center has a spinning thing in it that says 200, like for 200 tickets, right?
Yeah.
And then there's these spaceships or planes or whatever that fly around the outside, and they come in at different times and they fly at different speeds. Yeah. So, if you shoot your missile, you don't want to hit the plane. Like, you want to avoid the plane, I didn't know that at first either. I thought I wanted to kill the planes. So,
killing planes.
Yeah, anyways, I figured this out. Then I thought like you just barrage the center with missiles, and eventually if you hit it with all 5 missiles, it blows up and you get the tickets. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Turns out I got lucky, and that's not what happens. Which all you're supposed to do, there's a little hole in the center circle. And so as it turns, if you go through the hole, you get 200 tickets.
Oh, so you just want to? I see.
But I didn't know that. I was just trying to hit it. I was timing my stuff just to time it so I could hit it. You know what I mean? So I try to blow it up. And it turns out I made it to the center of the circle and I got 200 tickets. I was like, oh, cool. That's what's supposed to happen. Yeah. Well, that was cool. So I was happy. I got a bunch of tickets on that. Yeah. And then,
you know what I played that really pissed me off was Jetpack Joyride.
Oh.
They have an arcade version of that.
Oh, really?
And it's like you literally sit down in a chair and it's like a vibrating chair and has like 2 handles in front of you like a jetpack,
Yeah.
And I mean, literally you just have to keep the guy up in the air. Like there's really not much to it. You played it before,
Right.
Dude, so I'm playing and it like I get to a certain part and then I get, one of the magnet bonuses. I'm like, dude, this is so cool. Like I'm having fun,
Yeah.
And then it just ends. There's a fucking timer. And it's like, oh, if you want to continue, put more coins in. I'm like, no, fuck you, dude. Like, if I want to, like, I didn't die. Like, nothing happened.
Right.
Dude, I got so mad. I was like, man, fuck this game. I walked away. I was like, dude, screw this game. So then I see people with, like, high scores and shit. I'm like, how the hell, like how much?
They just spend the money.
But yeah, like, how much did you pay to get on the screen?
Yeah.
If it's that important, like, just grab a Sharpie. Anyways.
Yeah. I think that's all I played at Dave & Buster's.
D&B's.
Yeah. I think so. I was going to play Time Crisis 5, but for whatever reason, it was updating. The freaking arcade was updating.
Oh, that's weird. I've never seen that.
Yeah, neither have I. It was like scheduled maintenance and everything was in like, I'm guessing Japanese. It wasn't English. Some things wasn't English, but the rest was like, it's one of the units with 2 on like side by side. So one.
Yeah.
like that. And it was like updating, and it was like it rebooted Windows and stuff, and it ran updates, and like it did all these things, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So first it runs Windows, and then like
Noted.
yeah, and then it was like boots into the game, and I was like, okay, I don't want to wait, so I walked around, and that's when I ended up playing the football thing, I think. And I was
So
pissed at the
ideally,
football
I
game.
could just download this game and play it at home somewhere.
Right. But I mean, like, I was getting mad at the football thing because I was hitting the 50 yards and I didn't want to go in. You know what I mean? So it's like, I kept playing that. And then by the time I went back over to Time Crisis, I didn't have enough credits left to play it. So I've never played Time Crisis 5, though. That's I
haven't played it either. I seen it at the at one of the arcades. I just never played it.
Yeah. Oh, and the screens are powered by DVI, and they're 1920 by 1080.
I don't want to talk about DVI bullshit.
I was saying, like, Time Crisis 5, I was surprised that it's using DVI and that it's running at 1080. I was just surprised. Yeah, you got some HDCP issues over there.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about all that dumb stuff.
What else happened? Something else happened that I was going to talk about. Oh, and I'm real mad at Dave & Buster's. I'm going to send them a letter. Because
you're all about letters, man. Yeah.
Well, look, I'm paying good money to play these stupid games, right? Yeah. And all the screens are messed up. They're all like, it was weird. So it seemed like any Sega game. Oh, I also play House of the Dead 2 for a little bit.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, any Sega game. So like House of the Dead 2, Ghost Squad, the other House of the Dead. There's another one, like a newer one, I think, Part 3 or something, and a couple other Sega games too. But they all had this weird like the center of the screen. At the top had a big black spot, and then down the center there's like a black line. It's like, okay, that happens from it being on all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But like all these arcades had it, and it's like I'm still paying full price to play this broken arcade. You know, there was some parts in Ghost Squad that I couldn't see, just it was too dark.
Because of
losing money here.
Whatever.
Whatever. I mean, it's weird. It just seems like those screens they use have some defect. But it's like, come on, guys, you're making good money. It's not like this is mom and pop shop, you know, on the corner. This is
you are a retail chain.
This is a big deal. Like every game should be pristine condition. Yeah, you know, like, and there was some time when I was playing that Terminator Salvation game, the gun is supposed to have like, you know, feedback or whatever. And it like sometimes it would go on and then other times it would not, and then it would go on.
So you're shooting and then you're waiting for it to rumble and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's not rumbling, so I just have to look at the screen to see where my shots are, you know what I mean? To see, because it's so loud in there, you can't hear the game anyway. Yeah, I mean, come on, guys, you know, I'm gonna let them know that I don't appreciate this.
We're about to open an arcade.
They need to fix all that stuff. ASAP,
they need to add
status.
Japanese flip, super
and they need the flip table. I looked, they didn't have
it. Super table flip.
Yeah, they didn't have it.
A friend of mine commented and was like, "Hey man," like on the Instagram picture that I put up, he goes, "Holy shit! Like, where is that?" And I told him, and he's actually there today. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, that's all I got. We good?
Yeah, that's everything.
That's everything.
I think so.
Dave & Buster's. I still can't believe that.
Why?
Did you have dinner?
No, it was 10:30 at night.
Oh, we don't go to Dave & Buster's anymore.
Why?
Because I've got food poisoning from that place.
Oh, you still go and play games though?
Nah, elsewhere. Not D&B's. D&B's is a little pricey too. Oh. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. You're mad at them anyway, so I figured I could just sneak that jab in.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a big fan of them. You know,
just add that in the email.
Yeah, let them know.
Change the prices. Your food sucks.
Yeah.
Alright guys, you can find us on iTunes, Google Play Music, and Stitcher. Just look for DRULcast, and you'll be, subscribe, leave a review. You'll be updated every time we release a new episode. You can follow us on Twitter. I'm at TrueWaz. That's at JSpin. And that's it for this week. Play to your Drul. Peace.